Welcome back to another wild animal video. Today's video is gonna be about 10 most dangerous animals in the world. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss this content. However, when it comes down to it, sharks may star in the bloodiest blockbusters and spiders may dominate the phobia department. But when it comes down to the facts, those are only two classes of creatures among those who are among the most terrifying to have walked the face of the earth. The truth is, there are many vicious beasts, both large and small, that are downright lethal in their attacks on humans. From actively contributing to significant loss of human life to packing enough venom to render unlucky travelers incapacitated, here are the 10 most dangerous animals on the planet, as well as where you can find them. Number 10. Cape buffalo. While they are a large and aggressive species, Cape buffalo are a relatively gentle species when left to their own devices. They prefer to travel in large herds to graze in the early morning and late afternoon hours, or to congregate around watering holes to stay hydrated. When an individual, or its calf, is threatened or injured, they transform into the embodiment of their nickname, the Black Death. These behemoths, which can grow up to nearly 6 feet tall and weigh close to a ton, circle and stalk their prey before charging at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. They are believed to be responsible for more hunter deaths on the continent than any other creature. They have even been known to continue charging regardless of where they have been injured, and they will not hesitate to attack moving vehicles. It goes without saying that you don't want to mess with those horns. Number 9. Cone snail. These beautiful creatures, which can be found in shallow depths closer to the shore, near coral reefs and rock formations, and beneath sandy shoals, can be found in the warm waters of the tropics. They are instantly recognizable by their highly prized brown and white marbled shells, which are highly sought after. However, do not attempt to handle the gastropods, which measure 4 to 6 inches in length. A conotoxin complex is contained within their concealed, harpoon-like teeth, making them one of the most venomous snail species on the planet. Only a small number of people have ever been stung, and unfortunately, there is no anti-venom available. This is because the toxin prevents nerve cells from communicating with one another. As a result, the creature not only causes paralysis within moments, but it also provides you with just enough time to smoke a stick before you die, earning it the nickname cigarette snail. Number 8. Golden Poison Dart Frog. In the frog world, the poison dart is an extremely large and diverse group of brightly colored frogs, only a handful of which are particularly dangerous to humans. Among the most lethal of these poison darts is the golden poison dart, which lives in a small range of rainforests along Colombia's Pacific coast and grows to be about 2 inches in length, roughly the size of a paper clip. Using only 2 micrograms, roughly the amount that would fit on the head of a pin, of its poison, called batrachotoxin, one frog can kill 10 grown men, with only a small amount, roughly the amount that would fit on the head of a pin, required to kill an individual. However, the fact that the amphibian's poison glands are located beneath its skin makes it particularly dangerous, as even a light touch can result in serious consequences. It's no surprise that the indigenous Embera people have been infusing the toxin of the frog into the tips of their blowdarts for hunting purposes for centuries. Unfortunately, deforestation has resulted in the frog being placed on several endangered species lists. However, even if you are fortunate enough to come across one while hiking, refrain from reaching for it. Number 7. Box jellyfish. These transparent, nearly invisible invertebrates are frequently found floating, or slowly moving at speeds of up to 5 miles per hour, in Indo-Pacific waters, and they are considered by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration to be the most venomous marine animal on the planet by the International Union of Conservation of Nature. Their namesake cubic frames are lined with thousands of stinging cells, known as nematocysts, that contain toxins that attack the heart, nervous system, and skin cells at the same time. Their tentacles, which can grow up to 10 feet long, are attached to the corners of the frame and can reach up to 15 feet in length. However, despite the fact that anti-venoms are available, the venom is so potent and overwhelming that many human victims of the hundreds of reported fatal encounters each year have been known to go into shock and drown or die of heart failure before reaching the shore. Even if you are fortunate enough to make it to the hospital and receive the antidote, survivors may experience significant pain for several weeks afterward, as well as nasty scars from the creature's tentacles, depending on the severity of the attack. Number 6. Indian saw-scaled viper. While many snake species have enough venom to readily kill a human, not many of them adopt the comprehensive approach that the Indian saw-scaled viper does, which is why it is one of the most common causes of snakebite. These reptiles, sometimes known as the small Indian viper or simply the saw-scaled viper, reside in some of the most densely inhabited areas of their territory, which extends well beyond India. They hide in plain sight by blending with the arid environment with their natural camouflage. Because they are most active at night, listen for their protective sizzling sound, which is caused by a behavior called stridulation, in which the snake coils up and rubs its scales together. Even with a warning, saw-scaled vipers are exceedingly aggressive, with each bite delivering more than double the deadly amount. Fortunately, antivenom is available. Number 5. Pufferfish. Blowfish, sometimes known as pufferfish, can be found in tropical oceans all over the world. Though they're the world's second most poisonous vertebrate, after the golden arrow dart frog, they're arguably more dangerous because their neurotoxin, called tetrodotoxin, is found in the fish's skin, muscle tissue, liver, kidneys, and gonads, all of which must be avoided when the creature is prepared for human consumption. While wild encounters are undoubtedly dangerous, the risk of death from a pufferfish increases when consumed in countries such as Japan, where it is regarded as a delicacy known as fugu and can only be prepared by trained, licensed chefs. Even then, accidental deaths from ingestion occur several times each year. Tetrodotoxin is up to 1,200 times more deadly than cyanide, and it can cause paralysis of the tongue and lips, disorientation, vomiting, tachycardia, difficulty breathing, muscle paralysis, and death if not treated. Number 4. Black Mamba. Though poisonous animals such as the boomslang and king cobra are lethal, the black mamba is particularly deadly because to its speed. The snake, which can grow to be 14 feet long, is the fastest of all snakes, slithering at speeds of up to 12.5 miles per hour, making escape in remote locations even more difficult. Thankfully, black mambas only attack when they feel threatened, but when they do, they bite repeatedly, releasing enough venom, a mix of neuro and cardiotoxins, to kill 10 people in a single bite. And if the appropriate antivenom is not administered within 20 minutes, the bites are nearly always lethal. Number 3. Sydney funnel web spider. Some spiders flaunt their lethality with colorful colors or alien-like appendages, but few are as capable as the glossy black Sydney funnel web spider in delivering on that promise. The bite of a funnel web is cause for concern. Because the atraxitoxin in their venom causes the human nervous system to brief out, adult fatalities can happen in as little as 30 minutes. Interestingly, non-primate mammals, including domestic pets, are unaffected by their venom. The proximity of humans, as well as the natural tendency that pushes funnel webs to seek protection and create webs in sheltered burrows, like shoes and lawn ornaments, make funnel webs particularly deadly. The teeth of funnel webs may pierce a human fingernail or even a shoe, which they will do repeatedly when threatened. The bite of a funnel web spider is so terrifying that experts advise obtaining antivenom after tangoing with any black spider in the funnel web family. Number 2. Saltwater crocodile. Alligators in Florida are frightening, but they're nothing compared to their cousin, the terrifying crocodile, which is more irritable, easily irritated, and hostile toward anyone that gets in its way. The saltwater crocodile is the world's largest, and most dangerous, species. Crocodiles, which can grow up to 23 feet long and weigh more than a ton, are known to kill hundreds of people each year, with crocodiles being responsible for more human deaths than sharks. Saltwater crocodiles are particularly hazardous because they can swim well in both salt and freshwater. Yeah, their name is misleading, and can strike rapidly with a bite that delivers 3,700 pounds per inch psi of pressure, comparable to that of a T-Rex. If that isn't enough to worry you, consider this: a well-done steak is chomped at roughly 200 pounds per square inch, or about 5% of the strength of a saltie's jaw. Number 1. Tsetse Fly. The tsetse fly, a minute speck of bug that measures between 8 and 17 millimeters, or approximately the same size as the ordinary housefly, is often found in sub-Saharan Africa, particularly in countries in the continent's center. The actual terror of the flies is the protozoan parasites they spread known as trypanosomes. While the flies themselves are vicious blood-sucking bugs that normally feed during the peak warm hours, their true terror is the protozoan parasites they disseminate known as trypanosomes. These tiny pathogens are the cause of African sleeping sickness, a neurological and meningoencephalitic condition characterized by behavioral abnormalities, poor coordination, and sleeping cycle disruptions that give the disease its name. The illness can be lethal if left untreated. While there are no vaccines or medications available to prevent infection, wearing neutral-colored clothing, the tsetse fly is attracted to bright and dark colors, particularly blue, avoiding bushes during the day, and using permethrin-treated gear in more remote areas are all effective methods of protection. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.